Hello everyone, welcome back to the tutorial series. In this video I'm going to show you how to work with roofs. It is very simple, it is similar to working a floor, but the difference is that you have some slopes. So we will start immediately. I will create the roof on L3, but I'll click no because I want to show you again how to do it properly. Uh, we are in architecture, roof by footprint, and now we set where we move it. Let's say we move it to L3, the highest slab, the top slab, and now we can do a rectangle and hopefully create it larger. So this is it, and now you see that you have these slopes. This is 36.87 degrees. I can change it to 45, for example, on all sides. Here I can change, let's say, to 20 on the left panel in properties, and now I have one steep slope and two less steep slopes, for example. But maybe I don't want to have all slopes active, and I can deactivate define roof slope, and only these three will have a slope and this one not. I'll keep the slope. I can also offset from roof space, but I haven't quite tried it. So yeah, we basically have our roof, and if we go into 3D view like this, you have this little house icon on top. Now we can zoom in with the scroll wheel, and now we have the roof, and basically now we have a house. It's not the prettiest house, but we have a house. We can also modify some aspects in 3D. We can double click the roof and change the slope to 20 degrees if we flat roof onto this house. What does you have some other options as well. You have also roof by extrusion, but in this case you need to pick a plane or to specify a work plane. Yeah, we have to create one, so I guess I'll go here, and to create a reference plane I'll write RP, and now I can draw some sort of axis, and let's say I move it over here, and now I will move into 3D and hopefully I can see it. Let's say I rename it to front, I don't know, and maybe I can create a roof by extrusion and pick that reference plane and set it at L3. You can also offset it if you want, and now I don't see it here, but I think I can draw on the work plane. Let's see how it goes. And now you can do the same contour as you did for a roof or for a slab or for whatever. The principle is the same, the interface is the same. So now I can do something like this, let's say, and I can have some sort of profile. Let's see, we have a problem. The extrusion sketch must be open. Okay, so I think I need only one line. I thought that I have to define all the roof. I haven't quite used it, honestly. So yeah, we have defined it. So the reference plane is maybe in the front. I can't see it in here. And now we have defined this sort of extrusion. And interestingly, we can vary it. So let's play around like this. And I'm curious if I curve, I guess. This is just out of pure curiosity. Yeah, you can have all sorts of interesting shapes. Yeah, actually pretty dope. So the profile can be edited. You can also add a shaft. Let's see, if I do something like this, will it make a hole? I don't see it on to this roof yet. I can edit this footprint though, and maybe if I want a hole, I can draw another rectangle. And of course I can delete this define roof slope. And let's see what we have. Yes, we have, let's say, a cut for a window, which is pretty interesting and maybe helpful. Yeah. What other settings do we have? Vertical offset. It was too far from the roof itself, so that's why I didn't cut it. Let's see if I have here. And now I have that cut onto the roof. Interesting. So yeah, you can also do a vertical shaft, and you can obtain interesting things. Also, interestingly, you can pick a new work plane, so you can place the roof onto a wall, let's say, or another plane. So we can put it like this. You can this pick new work plane works generally all kinds of models, even generic models. I will explain generic models in another tutorial because that's a whole discussion itself. Basically, you create custom volumes like this sort of extrusion, but it is a roof, and you can do custom windows, you can do custom stairs, you can do custom whatever. So that is pretty cool. Let's see what else can we edit in the roof. So yeah, we can edit the structure. So I have edit type here, basic roof, and now we have a bunch of layers, and you can add a bunch of more layers and indicate if the structure, substrate, thermal layer, finish, membrane layer, etc. And you can define texture, and here is a menu which also works for walls and for slabs. Let's say I want some wood, pine. Let's put some pine. And I want some sort of wood pattern. I don't know, shingle or wood. I have some wood panel, some wood pattern, surface pattern, and you can also set the cut pattern. Surface pattern is what you see on the exterior. So in this 3D view, what do I see on the exterior? I see some lines, or I see some fills. What do I see in section? As I explained with the black section in the previous tutorial, I can see a pattern or a solid fill, etc. So let's see how does it look. And you can also set the thickness 0.2, let's say. And now if I click OK and I click apply, now I can see that I have my roof figure. And you can add more layers. I can add some, let's say, insert, and you have thermal air layer. So we can put it, let's say, upwards, up, and let's say you have, normally in the roof you have 25 centimeters there. Yeah, I think I can delete this middle structure, and I can delete it, and yeah, I have the, let's say, the rafters or whatever, the girders, etc. And I have the wood structure, pine structure, I don't know, I have a house at the mountain, and I can click OK and apply, and The roof looks amazing. To see the texture, I could go to fine or consistent colors or textures or realistic. This kind of renders it. You can switch between different views depending on which is more advantageous to you. So let's see. Maybe I can I can also add a finish. Let's add a finish. Change finish 1 and move it to the top. Red. Okay, let's say I put this red, it's a bit exaggerating. Foreground, let's see. I can set it a red, a bright red, and yeah. Let's see if it, oh, I need to give a thickness. Let's say I have 0.01. It's some sort of paint, it's still a lot. Maybe 0.1, but I know it if it will approve. It seems that yes. And now I have a red roof, which is pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I have a red roof. So yeah, this is how you can configure other types of structures. So you have this type of wall. So go into, so you select the wall, you have edit type, structure edit, and you also have a bunch of layers. These are predefined, but you can also do a custom one. You do duplicate, and you can also rename wall 2, and you can completely change. You can remove things, add things, change textures, change whatever. So there are many things that you can change. Just play around and see what sticks. So yeah, so to refresh, wall or roof or whatever, or slab, floor, structure, edit, you have the layers, select the number to be in black, all the row, yeah, and change priority. Structure is the first, of course. Texture, how it's seen from outside. In section, type of texture that can be imported or selected from here. You have also appearance, what texture do you have, physical, but whatever, thermal, I have some thermal coefficients, yeah, etc, etc. So, but the settings you will most use will be this. Surface pattern, how do you see it in 3D or in elevation? You have a texture, you solid fill, whatever. What do you have in section? Okay, a pattern, cut pattern or whatever, background, etc. Appearance is where you want to change the texture. You can go and change the texture. I think, yeah, let me see. If I want to edit image, I want to change the image. No, I'm not interested in that. Yeah, so you click on the source and then you can select the texture you are interested in. Yeah, you can do many things in this kind of editor. Is that you can do some sort of preview. You can do, let's see, you have to the wheel. Let's see, zoom, rewind, pan tool. I haven't quite used it because I usually know how it works. And you can, when you go in edit type preview, you can view also in section, which is quite useful to know how the layers are seen. And you can see in various ways: shaded, consistent colors, hidden line. Most of the times hidden line is useful. So yeah, so far so good. So thank you for your attention. This was the roof editing part, uh, combined with the roof uh, editing settings, which also apply for walls and for floors. I, I hope it was useful for you, and see you in the next tutorial.